Hey YouTube, what's up and welcome back to Universe X. We are indeed about to jump into yet another first look. These guys are coming so fast, I'm not gonna front. I gotta actually just really figure out a space in which I can get down and end the game and just hit you guys with these archetype breakdown, like where I go in to untap and I hit you guys with exactly how the archetype should function, or at least the bread and butter, the basics. And I'm gonna try to get those to you guys. They should start later this week, but it's just, these things are coming out so fast. I have to actually have time to sit down with these archetypes and attempt to understand what they do before I start trying to tell you guys what they do. So that being said, today we're getting into Gogeta Br from the Fighter's Ambition set. It's going to be very, very fun. The normal shoutouts, just go over to the official Dragon Ball Super card game Facebook group and follow that, because that is going to be where you find these spoilers that we're going off of this very video. Also go over to the unofficial discussion group, as well as the unofficial Reddit, as well as the official Universe X Discord. All those things will be in the description, and you'll be able to just go over there and find your way to discuss this card game with multiple people that also love this card game. Last but not least, if you want to support the channel where you're doing bigger and better things, and the content schedule has actually been pretty crazy. We've been uploading very, very often. But you can go down there and click that subscribe button, like the video, comment on it so it trends, hit that notification button so you always know when we're dropping content here, or check out any of my other channels. So, with that being said, let's put up the template, let's jump in, and let's talk about these cards. Alright, so let's get in there, bud. First, we're going to start off with the leader. We have got Veku. Auto, when this card attacks, look at the top 5 cards from your deck, add up to one Son Goku BR, Vegeta BR, or Gogeta BR card, all green with an energy cost of 6 or less amongst them, to your hand, shuffle your deck, and this card gains plus 5k power for the battle. Cool. Auto, if you have 2 or more energy, when one of your Z energy cards activates EX Evolve, you may flip this card to its back. If you do, draw 1 card, switch up to 1 card of your energy to active mode, and add cards to your from your life to your hand until you have 6 life left. Cool. Or you can do it just normally awaken at 4 or less. So this is interesting. It's a 5k leader. He's going to search top 5 for a Goku, Vegeta, or Gogeta BR. 6 cost or less. So that's going to hit a lot of the deck from what you're going to see soon. He goes up to 10k. So the one thing that's kind of wild about this is that he will be able to get swung on by any 1-drop pretty much. I mean, they're making a lot more of these 1-drops with 4k, but any 5k 1-drop will be able to actually turn sideways against this guy. So depending on the kind of aggro deck, you could be in for a lot more trouble, because the early game aggression turns 1 and 2 if your opponent goes first. So I guess if your opponent goes second, they'll be able to swing out on you with whatever they can amass on turn 1. If your opponent goes first, they'll be able to have a very strong turn 2 against you, and you have 1 energy, and that could be potentially hazardous. But we're gonna move on and just kind of go from there when we talk about the backside. You got Gogeta Fusion Complete, 15k, love to see it, back to usual. And then you've got Auto, once per turn, when you play a green battle card with EX Evolve from your Z energy, or a green Gogeta BR card with Union from your hand, draw 1 card. Excellent, so you've already got another card off of him. And then Auto, when this card attacks, you draw 1 card, and this card gains plus 5k for the battle. Not really much to say about this leader, as a very easy search top 5 effect. On his front, he's a turn 2 as per usual, at minimum awakened leader, and he's going to be able to untap 1, draw 1. Very, very easy. And then on his backside, the main notable thing is that he's going to be able to draw another one off of the EX Evolve from Z Energy, or the Union skill. And he's also going to be able to draw a card when he swings and go up by 5k. So he's going to be at 20k on the offense. That's pretty cool. Next card. Got the Z Awakening. Freaking phenomenal art on this one. SSB Gogeta Supreme Fusion. Awaken, green, when your life is at 4 or less. Permanent, during your turn, this card gains plus 5k power, so it's no auto, he's just a straight up 20k. Once per turn, auto, when you play a green battle card with EX Evolve from your Z energy, or a green Gogeta BR card with a Union skill from your hand, choose 1. Draw 2 and discard 1 from hand, or your opponent discards 1 card from their hand. Okay. Auto, when your opponent uses a card in a combo, you may place up to 1 card with 5k combo power or less from your opponent's combo area to your owner's drop, or to its owner's drop. If you do, negate this skill for the turn. So, cool thing about this guy. This is going to be able to stop certain cards from getting in there. Like the moment your opponent tries to combo with a card like this, you're going to be able to immediately be like, I don't know about that one, Chief, and shut it down. Just immediately put it in the trash. And that's actually going to be a very, very neat shutout effect, because at the end of the day, you don't want certain cards just popping off for no reason. You do want to make sure that cards like this don't end up in the Z energy where they're supposed to be used. You want to make sure that cards like some of the cards in this archetype that we're going to see soon don't end up in your Z energy. So this is a very cool thing. The other thing you're going to want to actually note, there are cards like this. Cards like Raditz, right? And I'm so glad that these are all just handy like there. I just got a bunch of cards in the mail. And so like I have these things here, and then I have like a whole stack of stuff here. It's not like I actually planned this. I just have Dragon Ball cards everywhere, so forgive me. But cards like this that have the 0 combo power, and then their combo power comes from the effect. When you are the turn player, if your opponent plays this card, what should happen is that because it's an auto, if your leader card is red and your life is at 4 or less and all your energy is red, when this card is used in a combo, it gets plus 10k. Because this is an auto, you should be able to knock it off with SSB Gogeta. Now, if this turns out to be not the case, please let me know in the comments, but I've been paying attention to some judge forums and like people in the online. It should be that because you're turn player and your autos can resolve first, you play this, and then your auto goes off, and since it is a 0k combo until its auto completes, you're going to be able to knock this off before this auto can happen. But if it's your opponent's turn, their autos will always be able to activate resolve first. So this will become a 10k before this guy has a chance to take it off. So that's actually really cool. He's actually able to really get in there and mess with your opponent's ability to combo, keep important cards out of the Z area, and that could really hinder strategy. So I dig that. Now moving over to the next one, we've got the Bulma, A Humble Wish. She is the Z battle card for the deck. If your leader is a green Veku BR or green Gogeta BR card, when you attack with a Sun Goku BR or Vegeta BR card, both EX Evolve, you may use one card from under that card in a combo with the skills negated for the turn. If you do, negate the skill for the turn. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader card is a green BR, a Veku BR or Gogeta BR card, and you place one card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. Play up to one Sun Goku BR or Vegeta BR card, both green with an energy cost of 1, from your deck with its skills negated for the turn. Then shuffle and remove that card, or this card, from the game. Shuffle your deck and remove this card from the game. Okay, so basically, she's good for her auto, but she has no protection. So if anything, it might just be best for you to use her for her auto, and then since that ends up happening and it's negated for the turn, you can then remove her from the game to set up your next turn. I think that's kind of the most effective way to use it, and it comes into play not rested. So this is very, very, very neat. Very, very cool combo piece. I'm wondering what about the curve of the deck and how this is going to allow it, but yeah, I dig it. Next card, you got Sun Goku, Limbering Up. Auto, when this card is played from your hand, look at up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. I think that may be the first time I've ever said that sentence right in my YouTube career. And then add up to 1 Sun Goku BR or Vegeta BR card amongst them, both green with an energy cost of 6 or less, to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Okay, mint, money, moving. Vegeta, Limbering Up. Auto, same thing. You're just going to look at the up to 7 cards from the top of your deck, and this time you had a Son Goku or Vegeta. They have the exact same effects, just one's a Vegeta, one's a Goku. You see the EX evolving thing kind of theme going on here, so obviously you're going to need the building blocks for both of them. Next card, you've got the Super Combo, Gogeta Battle's Beginning. Super Combo, if your leader is green, and then your leader is a Z leader, or you have 2 or more energy, or you have a Z battle card in play, when this card is used in a combo, draw 1 card. Cool. Excellent, but because it's a Gogeta, you're going to be able to pick it up with your leader when your leader swings on its front side, so that's actually pretty cool. Then you've got SS Sun Goku All Out Evolution, Deflect, EX Evolve, Limit 1, draw 1 card, green Sun Goku BR with an energy cost of 2 or less. Permanent, if this card's EX Evolve can be activated from your Z energy, and if your leader is a green Veku BR or a green Gogeta card, when this card is played, draw 1 card and discard 1 card from your hand. Okay. This is interesting. There's probably going to be some recursion effects, and so discarding a 1-drop could very well just have it be back on your field. We have to see. But the other cool thing here is that you're going to draw 1 from the EX Evolve, meaning that you may have to neg 1 in your hand to combo and put it in your EX Evolve, but when you do use the EX Evolve, you're going to draw 1 from it coming from your Z energy, which is going to feel like a +1, and then you're also going to draw from your Awakened leader, making this from your Z energy literally a +2 coming off. So that's actually really, really, really neat. I like that interactions a lot. And then it's also going to draw one, you're going to discard one, allowing you to, with your Awakened side leader, you're literally going to draw 3 cards, discard 1. That's a great amount of filter in a deck. So yeah, I'm all for it. Moving forward, you got SS Vegeta All Out Evolution, Deflect and Critical. This is money. This is cash money. Literally going to be able to be a 1-drop critical that drew you 2 to 3 cards. Well, 2 cards. 1 from your leader, 1 from this EX Evolve. Then he's going to be able to swing. I like that. That's simple. That's all we needed. Next one, we get SS Son Goku Crimson Impact. EX Evolve Limit 1, green, yep, draw 1 card, green Son Goku with 3 or less. So it looks like the 1-drops, so this is actually pretty cool, okay? You can use these, you can use the 3-drops to evolve onto the 1-drops, and then you can use the 4-drops to evolve onto the 3-drops or the 1-drops. So they can skip, they can ladder, or they can skip. That's very thematic. Can also be EX Evolved from your Z Energy. If the leader card is a green Veku or green Gogeta, you can discard 1 card from your hand. This card is played. Play up to 1 Son Goku BR or Vegeta BR card, both green with an energy cost of 1 from your rest or from your drop with the skills negated in rest mode. Don't like that it's in rest mode because it's a 1-drop, but whatever. By the time you're playing this, you should have better cards out, or you know, kind of get built up. Next, you've got Super Saiyan God Vegeta Crimson Impact. EX Evolve Limit 1. He has the same exact evolve conditions. His difference in effect is when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 4 or less, and KO it. That's minor destruction, but that's still very good destruction. Next, this card looks beautiful. SSB Son Goku and SSB Vegeta Team Attack. Double Strike, permanent. When this card would leave your battle area or move from the game instead. Okay, so no successor off this one. That's the first thing I think of when I see that. And this is often on yellow and green cards. They just don't want you having easy 1-drop successors. When this card is played, choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 6 or less, KO it, and this card gains 5k power for the turn. Additionally, if you have 1 Goku BR and 1 Vegeta BR card in your Z Energy, draw 1 card. Activate main, limit 1, green. If your leader card is a Veku BR or green Gogeta BR card and you have 3 or more energy, play this card from your hand or Z Energy. Very nice, I dig it. 1 cost for a 20k that blows up stuff, double strike, that's neat. Next card, you got SS Gogeta facing the ultimate. Deflect, dual attack, union fusion, green, green. If your opponent has 2 or more energy and you draw 1 card. Okay, cool. So even this is going to be a thing because you're going to draw 1 card from him and then draw 1 card from your leader, making it so that you can actually just +2. Because you'll see here, permanent, you can choose battle cards in your Z Energy when choosing cards to use with this card's union skill from your hand. If you do, place the chosen cards in this owner's drops. This is crazy. You may not always want to burn your Z Energy, but when you use cards like this, you're actually just going to come straight up. And this is a crazy card to have, if you ask me, to be honest. Because when you Union Fusion it, you're going to be +1ing to play a boss. Then he's going to auto limit 1 when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it, and this card cannot be KO'd until the end of your opponent's turn. These non-KO effects are kind of niche because this card can still be warped, it can still be minused, it can still be tucked, bounced, or spun. So yes, it really is just most effective against other green decks, but hey, who's counting? Not like you're going to see those over and over again. You might though, What if this deck's popular? And we got the Broly deck that just got released today that I'm going to be uploading technically tomorrow when you see this video, so it's pretty cool. Next, we're getting to the boss cardo. SSB Gogeta, limits broken. Deflect, double strike, permanent. This card cannot be KO'd. Auto, limit 1. When this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, KO it, and your opponent discards 1 card from their hand. That's cash money. Activate main, limit 1, green. When your opponent has 3 or more energy, and you add 1 of your Gogeta BR cards with an energy cost of 6 to your Z Energy, play this card from your Z Energy. So you have to have that fusion on the board and you put them in your Z Energy and you play them out. Now, I do think that something that's really cute about this, thematic wise, is that Gogeta turned to Gogeta Blue in an alternate dimension. So this is sending your Super Saiyan Gogeta to the Z Energy in alternate dimension, and he's coming back out as Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. And you can even see in the artwork how it's like the shattering of dimensions. So I think that is amazing when it comes to just flair. I gotta give it to the Bandai team for that. Next, Whis' Capriciousness. Actually, we'll go back real quick. Barrier through removal is very, very strong. He's at 35k. He doesn't have barrier, but he does have deflect, and he has the double strike, and he can't be KO'd. This guy has a lot going for him. He just does. He's a 1 cost 2, and granted there needs to be setup, but he is strong. So you're going to want to charge this into your Z energy and just wait for that moment to strike. Next, you got Whis' Capriciousness. Counterattack, limit 1 if your leader is a green Veku BR or green Gogeta BR, negate the attack. Additionally, you may discard 1 green card from your hand. If you do this, your opponent can only attack 2 more times this turn. And then permanent, if your leader is a green Gogeta BR card and at least 1 Sun Goku BR card and 1 Vegeta BR card in your Z energy, you can activate this card's counter skill with from your hand without paying its cost. So the thing about this one, hard thing about this one, is that people have been comparing this to Dormant left and right, but I think in some cases this is funny. Because if you have Homicidal Maniacs in hand and you have this in hand, you can essentially shut off your opponent's turn. You play this card, and your opponent can only attack 2 more times. The next turn, or next attack, you use your, you actually activate your effect. You activate your Homicidal Maniacs, you stop 1 of their 2 attacks. Then you make the the token blocker, and they just pretty much have to remove that blocker and try to swing past it, or they swing and that's their last attack for the turn. So that being said, I think that this is a fine card, and the fact that you can use it for free is even better. I am a very big fan of what this is doing. So with that being said, those are all the cards from this set. This stage. These are all the green cards. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll be back tomorrow with Broly. We'll be back this week with multiple things, the rest of the archetypes that they decide to spoil this week, as well as a whole slew of things, to be honest. We'll be getting into more One Piece battles. We'll be getting into a whole bunch of stuff. So I just hope you guys stay tuned. Got a whole load of stuff crocking up. And like I said, if you think this is the time, maybe it is. Maybe you should join the Unix fam and go down there and hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys the next episode later.